Okay, I apologise for the quality of the video. It's because basically I've got the camera clamped to a stand, sort of homemade, and if it's a bit wobbly it's because the whole place wobbles. Anyway, for that I'm going to show you, I'm going to start the covering now of the plane, which is the best bit I love really, because it's an exciting bit. And Martin, and thanks for the covering, it turned up today. So it's all that's left now is the engine to come. Anyway, so onwards and upwards. So like I say, I started that side of the tail. I'm going to concentrate on the actual tail plane for the first part of the thing. And then I'll go through it as in pre-went. Okay, so what I would do, obviously I can only show you so much because I can't read the video. But I've obviously tacked it now, but beforehand, obviously you just take a rough measurement of the length, which is 17, and the width, and give yourself about an inch over to play with. Or as much as you want, inch and a half even. Right, and then like when you've got it, lay it out flat, turn it up backwards so you can mark it without showing anything. So use your permanent marker, and that will give you it. Cut it out. Once you've got it, again, I use two guns, one light, which is on 130, just to tack it in place. What I do is you tack it at the beginning there, and then once you've got it tacked in nice there, excuse me, tack at the end there, and run it down quickly and gently until you got it tacked, and then do the same along the edges so it's on the low heat. As you can see, I've left an overlap here. That's because sometimes with this particular film, once you put the main heat on and drags, it tends to drag away. So this gives you a little lip to hold it in place, which you won't be seeing once you put the other covering on. Now, so you've got it all like that and all nice and everything else. And you need to trim the ends, which you probably won't see it on the camera, but what I'm doing is just give yourself a bit of extra play so you can bend it round the curve. Make sure you cut it in the right place, right near the leading edge as possible, so you've got a nice bend there. Same with the back, cut it there, leading edge, you've got to fold over. Once you've done that, if you're good with the guns and you're used to them, then use the hot gun. This is set at a whole temperature, which is 160 degrees. And that way you can just go on, nicely run it down, so you can get it in place. And then just run it along like so, just to get it shape. And obviously go right round to the edge, as far round as you want, because this is obviously the bottom covering and won't really matter. And you get a nice trim on the end here. So if you want, you can trim it. So I'll do that so you can see what I mean. I mean, if that hot, it should bend round the curve, but if you just trim it a bit, up to it, same with the back here, get a nice square, because you can see where it's going. And that way you've got a nice even trim round. And again, if you're not confident, then use the lower temperature gun at first. But obviously it saves time on doing it. And then go right round to the edge in there, right round to the bottom edge of it. As you can see, right. And like I said before, the trouble with this stuff is when you a Hobby King covering, there's actually quite a few problems with this stuff, to be fair, and probably get sued by the company. But the fact of it is that, for instance, if you, like I've said, I've found other chaps I've covered planes for, I've found when they're flying them and you've put decos on, which is either, you know, other tops of the same material, it doesn't, because it can't go on at a high temperature, the sticky side, because it peels back. I've found that it comes off in flight, which is not a good thing. So I would recommend, if you're using decals, to change the film to solar film, which is brilliant stuff. Plus it's better, you can put your hand on it and stick it down, and that will stick. But if you've only got this, then you have to persevere. Okay, that's that now, it's all nice and neat. You got it to the edge. Once again, nice sharp scalpel, and nicely run it. Start wherever you want, run it down the edge like that. There you go, and nicely cut it around there. So that should be nicely there. Good. And then follow it again that way. I'm not used to not having a camera person or doing it with one hand, so this is a new thing for me. Keep that, you might need it for some other bit off cut or something. Again at the back, which you can't see, but there you go. Right. And then just, you got a nice bit there to do. So, rather than worry about that, trim it. And then splice it in the middle like so. Get the less temperature gun because it's easier to control it with. To get it in that final bend curve there, see? And like I say, the white turns up and it's a real pain in the ass, but you've got the top half to cover it, so. Right, and then once it's in like that, this is the bit you have to love. Heat seal it around the edges so you know it's all going to stick. And then quickly run it down the sides there to stick to adhere to the side of the fuse. as much as you can, because that's where it's going to hold it when you go to heat seed it later. Right. You're restricted to space. Right. Usually I'd wait for a camera person, but I'm that impatient. I want to get it done now, so you know, and time's running out before we move. So it's all got to be done. Right, that's it on. Now as you can see, I haven't bothered heat sinking it yet because I wouldn't do that yet. I've got the next job in the next video is I'm going to turn it round. I'll do the top half, and then once you've got the top half all like this, all sealed in nice, that's when you decide to cover it, because it reduces the chance of warping the tail. The same on everything, wings, planes, a lot. Get it all tapped round nice first, and then you can concentrate on making it all look pretty at the end. Simple as that. Okay, well hopefully that hasn't too much shake on the video. Alright then, cheerio, bye! Stop now.